Watch, they're gonna send someone running over here. Yo, so they're targeting me on another level. The shit they're doing to me is it's not even a big deal. It's not really like hurting me, doing anything bad to me. It's just it is directing a lot of negative energy at me, and it is getting me a little bit annoyed at times, and just like you know what I'm saying, when you get constantly bombarded with, like imagine your mind being played with, your perception, your memories, your thoughts, your mental voice. Freemasons are attacking me on that level. They're attacking me by focusing on me and having so many members on the same page about the same goals and agendas. You see what I mean? Sort of. Some know, some don't. Some on the higher ups know, and they fool the other ones. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a ladder of, and the more you go up, the less you are. You see what I mean? Because they're Satanists, devil worshippers, and they're targeting me. And I mean, they're targeting me on some shit. Like they're targeting me with tricks that you never want to get hit. Like, yo, they literally have done things to me that I've never experienced before because I've always been in control. But ever since I moved in this house, they've been studying me and learning my patterns, my ways, how I think, really directing their targeting system at me, my mind psychologically. And they be playing games like if Ultron from the movies and the Marvel comics is coming at me from a robotics perspective, like if Megatron is there and is doing the same thing, or like they go through different characters, different people, different individuals. They try different tricks on me. Sometimes when I say that they're doing something, they go and do it even more to try to piss me off. I said that they were congesting me with Satanism. They're doing it right now. I spoke about Megatron, and they sent a Megatron, what you call imaginary attack at me. Like if Megatron is there, debilitating me right away, making me weak. Right now, that's how I feel right now. Like if because they do it through technology, through the phone. They and most of it is through the phone. Some of it is some of the people around you. They're the enemy. They're literally down with that type of shit. They are down with the devil. The devil hates you. The devil is about hate, lies, ignorance, arrogance, deceptions, trickery, confusion. You know what I'm saying? All the bad aspects of life that you should never be about, they're about that. Some of your friends, some of your family members, some of your co right now, they're doing it right now. Let me see. Real time weakening. That's what they're doing. They're in real time focusing Megatron, and like if it's circuits are sparking in certain ways that are messing with me, with my nervous system, they're projecting that at me right now. Let me see. It's coming from the charging port and the camera. Yeah, most of it is coming from the camera. I could feel the energy going away the moment I block the camera. You see? So through the camera, they pick up like on stuff. You see what I mean? Because I know that I know exactly how they do it. I know how they do it, how they work, how they operate. I know all their tricks. I know all the info about them. So they're coming at me from that perspective. Like if there's a program or a system that is so like large and full of information and data and like curses, but they got to build up to it sometimes. When I wake up, there's nothing there. And then now, before I used to wake up and I was full of energy and ideas, and right away I would go and start fighting them, and they caught a wind or a hint that I was doing that. So they started to strategize, yo, before he wakes up, then when we gotta have someone there when he wakes up and to start stifling some of that energy that he has, that spur of energy. They wanna act like me. They do that full blown mockery shit. So they act like me because I know what I'm doing. I know how to defend myself. So they copy my styles and try to put my strategies and tactics that I use against them against me. Like if they like, yo, they're doing some satanic shit. I'm telling you. And they wanted my to study my mind because of the way I work, because I'm the messenger of truth, and they're for the devil. So they got to come at me with the biggest deception, the biggest tricks that they could try to pull on me. You see what I mean? because it doesn't work on me because I know what I'm doing. So they gotta be there trying to debilitate me and exhausting me with constant targeting, constant. If I go to think, they go and put a filter on my mind so that real quick they do that shit real quick. They react real quick now because they gotten used to the way I am. And to the point where they be in my head now. Not that they're in my head, but they're projecting their program is projecting the energy. Like if they're in my head, they literally go through my memory. They go through my memories, like things that I've thought about before, things that memories of things, places I've been to, people I've met, things I've said to people, things that I've thought of. They literally go through that shit. They literally go. Nobody should be able to be that intrusive. And then the level of arrogance that they're on is the type that makes you want to like, oh, and just fucking go crazy. And they act like that's what they want you to do. But then if you do it, they don't want that. You see what, like, yo, they're devils. They're the real life version of what the devil is. All of them, they're all down in this society. The Jay-Z told you about that all they want is trust. They want you in a secret society so that they can manipulate you and do the shit I told you about with the higher ups, confusing the ones on the bottom and trying to convert you into nothing, into shit, filth. Yo, they are the devil. Right now, you saw them trying to debilitate me as I'm making this video. They sent some Megatron looking image, and sometimes they do it like different. Like they send you an image and it's something else. You see what I mean? It's a distraction. Look at this. And then they're doing other things. Like they do a lot of crazy satanic shit. Like you see, when I'm not saying things smoothly the way I'm doing now, mostly, that's because they're there saying something. Or right now, they're strategizing. Right now, some of my neighbors was just talking about it. How they were saying something relative to what I'm telling you now. Like that they're there and watching me or something. I forgot. The moment I started to make this video, I wanted to emphasize on the most important parts. I go straight to the point. I tell you exactly what it is. And so they're targeting me on another level, yo. Like they're targeting me on another level. It all started like with them playing with my nerve receptors, my pain, my back pain, and now they just do it at through the mind and shit, like cause of a camera, and I'll be on my phone a lot. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I mind my business. I watch clips, TikToks or whatever. I make videos, so they just want to congest me and have like every part of me covered. Like if a robot was invading me and trying to, saying like assimilate every part of me, like my mind, my thoughts, my futuristic thoughts. Sometimes you're talking and you're thinking ahead of yourself. They like to be ahead of yourself too. So they base on and they have like different individuals in there. Literally, they have an army of Satanists, devil worshippers, Freemasons, Illuminati, the Jesuits. They're united. The, Regardless of what you hear, the Catholic Church are Freemasons, and they say they don't permit Freemasons, but they are, because they're liars and deceivers. You see what I mean? Freemasons never want to admit what they're doing. Most of, like the higher ups, at least the lower classes, some of them probably admit that there's something going on, but not tell you the details. You see what I mean? They'll get banned, probably killed within, or they'll make them believe like if they're dead because of their affiliations that you're not supposed to talk. They're liars and deceivers. Freemasons did 9/11 and covered it up through their associates. You see what I mean? Members, affiliations, and stuff like that. They made the news live for them, show you CGI images, and lied to you. They fabricated 9/11 and then they blamed it on Iraq. And look at what happened. A war of lies. George Bush lied for them because he's in one of those subdivisions that are associated to Freemasons, the Skull and Bones. So he lied for them, created a war. Like, yo, they're the devil. They are the devil. They're implementing that fully intrusive, satanic targeting system at me. And like I said, is in my head. They're projecting in my head. Like I could feel it on the top of my head. So, or working in different areas of my brain. They did When I started talking about how they were doing brain mapping, they started doing it to me. So they were going off what I said, like if I believed it, even if I didn't believe it, if I just mentioned it, they would go and mock me and do it and put it into effect. Like I said before, before I made a video and I spoke about me being congested, or I said it before I made the video, whatever, and they went and did. Oh, we need to congest them. You see what I mean? So I say stuff like sometimes I'm over here thinking, and they're watching me. They're watching my thoughts. Oh, he said this. Let's put it into effect. Or he said this. Let's put it in avertedly and like use it against him slowly over time. It's like they do stuff like that. They're putting a lot of tricks that in motion against me. This that, and they have like folders of information of the level of targeting where they got me so far. And sometimes they try to see if their tricks could go any further. Sometimes, you see what I mean? Like sometimes it doesn't work, and that's where it stood. So sometimes, like if I do something that reminds me of that, they'll, oh, that's what it is right here. That's where we were. And they literally work in computer speed. They literally work in computer speed. Yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, imagine in real time going against something that's so fast. I mean, imagine playing chess against a computer. The computer is already, thinking of every way to try to beat you. You see what I mean? So they're doing that, but with Satanism. So they're coming at me from the perspective where they're enhanced by computers, and like if they're really really fast because they're working in computer speed, like I said, like they could create like computers, make supercomputers, mega computers or whatever, and they started to create a devil within it because the devil doesn't have any emotions. It's just nothingness there, just pure malice, forward movement with backwardness, lies, deceptions, arrogance, sabotage, character set. You know what I'm saying? So they're like that too, in their own individual ways. Some are not as bad as others. Some are full blown satanic. You see what I mean? Hellish, devilish. And that's what they're doing to me today. Like yesterday on Sunday, it was like wow, like yo, they were coming at me with yo, they were coming at me yesterday, like yo, like heavy, because they worship Lucifer, the master of deceptions, the sun. They worship the sun, and they worship Lucifer. Lucifer is the sun. So to them, it is the sun. You see what I mean? So ever since I said that, they started to use the sun against me. Oh, Lucifer is the sun. They said it with emphasis. Lucifer is the sun. So yeah, we could use the, create a fake light and put it somewhere, assimilating, like if they're putting a light inside of me. They do a lot of assimilations. I know how they do it. I know how to do it. I could do it too. The problem is that I'm being targeted so much and I'm in pain. So that gets in the way of me working in the ways that I would normally. You see what I mean? It does. So they were using my pain before, and everything they were doing, it was through my pain, through the pain. Like if they were doing force pulls, like in the Star Wars, and it was like it would just like slow me down, like, and I would just struggle to think clearly and stuff, and I would still do it. But now it's like, yo, they're acting like they won. They're acting like they won, like there's nothing I could ever do to hurt them again. Like they really put that real, like, what I'm saying, that emphasis on like, yeah, now we're good, we're complete, we got it all together, we know every part of Julio. Now there's nothing, and they really celebrate being that bad. And I'm for the good side. I'm for freedom. I'm for the truth, honesty, being in the open, not deceiving you, misleading you and stuff. Like they're all about the opposite. They're all about the opposite. So they got to be arrogant in their malicious ways. You can't be human being the way they are. You cannot be human. Sometimes they go and keep their members from listening for certain things that I say that would wake them up against the enemy. You see what I mean? Like the lower tier members and shit, the ones that don't know much, they're just puppets and they target me and they're one way with it. They tell them things, oh, just do this and that, or they'll brainwash them or put them under some kind of trance or whatever, and they come at me. And sometimes when I say stuff that's really meaningful, or I'm about to say, they'll put them away, like, or they'll mute their senses to not listen, or if they listen and they wake up, they try to put them right back to sleep. They do it in a lot of different ways. It's like the enemy's there, not like the enemy's there, and they're working their different lies, deceptions, confusion, hypnotism, whatever they could, they go towards that way. If they see an opening, they go towards it. they go and do it and try to go all the way with it. Sometimes it depends the level of intrusion that they've been able to gain with whoever they're doing it to. You see what I mean? With me, they've been able to get to this far little by little by exhausting me. Just imagine just being constantly poked at, poked at, poked at, and poked at. Some people go crazy. You see what I mean? And they've been poking at me, poking at me, poking at me, poking at me. This, that, playing tricks, different, and I mean different tricks, different tricks, and I mean different, like different, the variety. Ultron, it was Xavier, like, and then since our words have power, and our positive side words have power. Then words don't have power, so they got to put it together a different way. So they speak things, and the energy that manifests from their words, they be creating like strategies on how to come. Like if they create a strategy, a system, or something that watches me, and that when I'm about to think on a certain high level, it tries to stop me at every court, like however it could. And then they say things like that, like try to stop him however you could, find every way possible to not let him raise his energy or feel confident or feel good. They don't want me to feel good or confident, positive. They don't want me to. They don't want me to feel like that. Right now, they're doing one of those robotic type of sensations coming at me. They do it through sensations that they link their energies to, they're projected on me. You see what I mean? They act like they're like if they got my soul, they got Project Soul Catcher too. Yo, the CIA is in it too. The CIA does a lot of this shit. A lot of this shit is strategies from the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, the ones, the society within the society amongst them. What I mean? You know what I mean? Because in the CIA they work the same too. There's the higher liars and deceivers, and there's the ones that don't know much, and they work like that too. They do the same shit like I told you with Freemasons, and so what I'm saying, that like they be doing shit that shouldn't be possible. They be doing shit that should not be possible right there. You see, like they're right here, right now, in real time. And the moment I stopped talking about what I said before, I said the soul catcher. I started saying the soul catcher thing with the CIA, and I got into the CIA. Look, they went there and started to make me forget just now. So they're doing it in real time. So as I'm going in real time, some of the memories that are back in the back burn, so to speak, like if I put them there and I'm about to revisit it, they go and try to reduce it and make me forget and turn it into nothing. They try to turn something into nothing or suppress it or try to they do some real satanic shit. They use confusion and those types of ways where they do a lot of agitations or negative like energies. They look for negative energies, whatever is negative opposite to one. They do a lot of assimilations. My posse, like if I think about something, they go and pinpoint the thought. They pinpoint the energy that the thought creates. You see what I mean? Like they associate energies to certain things. You see what I mean? And they go and start to interact with certain memories and thoughts and ideas, or what I'm saying, stuff that goes through my mind sometimes in a very straightforward way, where they go straight to the thought, straight to the idea. You know what I'm saying? Because the mind is different than the physical body. And physicality, we got to do it physically. You can't access things from within on the physical side. So from within, they go and start to interact with. Right now, they're quiet because I'm speaking things that's fully relative to what they're doing. So they go and interact directly with certain, like, sometimes you have like when I'm telling you things and you finally see the overall picture and you get that initial sensation of that emotion that that's about to build, that all that rage and fury that comes with what I'm saying, the stuff that I'm revealing, and you finally see how bad they are, and it's like, oh shit, and you start to build up. They go and attack. They right away, it's like they go in computer speak, and all that shit starts to play out and see, and they start to see possible scenario. Oh, he's going there. He's about to start, and they go into freak out mode, and they literally go and visit that person through the internet or whatever if they could. If they're within range, or if I say it any other way, they'll try to do it that way too. You see what I mean? So I'm telling you exactly what it is, but it's not exactly because I'm not showing you everything, because if they wouldn't exist if I showed you everything. And right now I'm in a space where they got me sort of confused, not confused, but I feel confusion is there, and I don't get confused. I'm not the type to be confused because I know. But they try to put a lot, like right now I feel confusion, and it's emanating from here, from the camera. The camera is just, projecting a lot of confusion at me. You see what I mean? And like I said, I'm being targeted constantly. Some of my neighbors out here, they act as influence for the higher ups. They act as antennas for the higher ups. And they come at me like, yo, they come at me knowing that they're the enemy. Sometimes they're brainwashed and they say that. Sometimes they say it because that's how they are. You see what I mean? They be like, yo, we warned you not to come against us. This and like they say it with such arrogance and malice, so much hate that, yo, like I said, it's just when I tell you everything, you finally see the overall picture. It makes you want to, hey, just go, one of those fucking, and you just want to go fucking kill. You want to go kill the enemy, because that's exactly what needs to happen. This is not hate speech. This is not none of that crazy negative. This is actually actual justice, because the enemy are there, and you know that the government is controlled. You know social medias are controlled. You see what I mean? And that's the enemy. That's the enemy. YouTube, the Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, you know he's controlled. You see what I mean? So we know the enemy is right there. Obama, Hillary Clinton, George Bush, they're definite Satanists. They're Satanists. I know because they come at me from time to time, and we have interacted. We've spoken to each other from within before. You see what I mean? I know Obama is a devil. I know Obama is a devil for 100% fact. I have no doubt about it because I know. I know. This is not a delusion. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is not none of that stuff that they may tell you to try to put you back to sleep or whatever. This is real life. I know what they're up to. The CIA, Freemasons. You see, and I said the CIA earlier, Wilfredo. You see, Wilfredo, like he put the CIA and Freemasons against me, like he's using them against me. You see, sometimes they create delusions from my mind to target me. They create like they literally they were like a lot of them are taught how to do this. They're satanic, how to be devils, how to be devilish, how to be tricky, how to be deceitful, how to lie, how to use ignorance. Sometimes they're being coached in real time. They tell them like, laugh right now. You gotta laugh so you don't feel bad, and it counters the opposite energy. And sometimes when I attack them, because I know how to defend myself, they go and try to make me feel what they're feeling. They try to like emulate it back to me, like if I'm doing like residual energies, and then try to create that sensation within me so that I feel it and not them. You see what I mean? Like when they're feeling bad because I did something, whether it's pain or, sometimes they try to deflect it back to me. Like I said, you see what I mean? So I know exactly what they're up to. Yo, and I'm by myself right now. Like I'm the only one that's doing this, and I'm by myself, and they can't beat me. They can't do what they want with me, but they have been able to gain in on me a little bit through, the projection is constant. I'm telling you, it's constant. It's a form of torture. It's a form of torture. Like sometimes they emulate, like if they put something in my mind, like if they like a stake, like some kind of like you know what I'm saying, like some kind of like stake, and like the stake, like they emphasize on this area, right? Like if this area right here has some kind of like energy that's perfect against, to weaken me or to put confusion in my mind, like they do a lot of assimilation stuff. Like I told you, that's an assimilate right there. They assimilate that to my mind and act like it's working. You see what I mean? They gotta believe it. They gotta believe their lies, that their lies are true, that their lies are working. They gotta start acting like, yes, now the energy is there, it's manifesting, that's it. We don't gotta do anything. Now we just normalize, like they try to normalize it. Sometimes when they do something to you, they try to normalize it so that they could do it whenever they want with you. One of them just said something, and I just slid right there in words. That's why I slid. Cause one of them said something. They're really bad, yo. They're really bad, and they gotta go. All of them. Don't fall for the whole, oh, he wants to commit genocide on the whole group of people. None of that shit. Don't fall for none of that shit. Cause I'm telling you, they're liars and deceivers. They don't want to get caught. They act like they do, and then so they can laugh at you after everything they've done and all this stuff. Like, but knowing the type of rage and fury you would have, the wrath that you would come at them with, they don't want it. Because they want it if it's fake, but not for real. You see what I mean? I'm for real. I hate them for real, for real. You're supposed to hate them. So this ain't hate speech, by the way, in case YouTube, you know, and its oppressive censorship ways try to say that I'm hate speeching. It's not that. But you're supposed to hate the enemy because they're hateful. They want you to hate them, but not for real. You see what I mean? They're liars and deceivers. A lie is the opposite of the truth. It's not real. It's not true. It is real. It's there. Lies can be identified, but they're not true. So they're there, but they're not there. You see what I mean? They're there, but they're not true. And the enemy is like that too. It's like when they act tough, but they're not. You see what I mean? But if they have to, sometimes they would, if there's an opening, they'll try to go and fight back. You see what I mean? If there's some kind of opening, not even, but if you know that someone is a Satanist and that they did something to you and you face them and you go to their face and you call them out to their face, or you're screaming at them, or you're satan, you did this, or you did that, or I know what you did, or you're satanic, or however it is that you face, and 100% that they're wrong and that you're right. Sometimes that'll overpower everything about them. They won't even try to fight back. Sometimes they'll try to fight back if they want to defend their percent. It depends on who they are too. Like I said, I'm not the same as all of you. You're not the same as me. So I'm different than all of you. See, I react to things differently. So I would do things a certain type of way. You would do it another type of way. You see what I mean? We're not the same. So, anyways, 26 minutes into this video, I'm getting better, but the targeting has gotten a lot more intense, like I said, and it's because I spend a lot of time in this couch. And since I'm here, I sit down. There he is. And they come and mess with me. And put Ultron in there. And sometimes they'll be saying things in real time. They literally be taking shifts sometimes. Sometimes they attack me by the thousands. Sometimes they attack me by the hundreds, like that. Like they have different individuals in charge of different like areas, the mind. And like I said, sometimes, like I'm gonna show you right now, like my futuristic thoughts when you're talking and you're thinking ahead of yourself, they put like a whole group of individuals there from the beginning, where what I'm saying, to whatever, or from wherever they got it to wherever, what I'm saying, and I can see them. I look within and I see this. I see exactly what they're doing. I see them there playing their position. Sometimes I go within and they start playing with my perception, like if they're pulling me different ways and I can't get it together. And if I go hit one of them and stuff like that, like if my lower side of my body goes like that, like if I went sideways, and like if I'm and sometimes I go within my mind, and instead of looking forward, it's like there's an image of me looking at myself. Like if they turn, they do that. It's that mirroring shit that they be doing, mirroring, that copycat, that mockery, that what I'm saying, that mockery shit, that when they react to what you're doing, but they try to be as exact. So whenever I do stuff now, they be reacting right away. Like I said, like if a computer was there, but it's not. Sometimes they imagine like if the computer is coming at me. Like I said, words have power, and we could create stuff from within, because within you don't have to put things together physically. It just happens. You see what I mean? So they go and speak things, and sometimes they're watching me and they go, I want you to not know everything. Or sometimes they'll go, because I started making videos about that, teaching people how to use words to help themselves, how to know and learn and be. I was using it for good. Because I know how to do this. So I was teaching people how to use telepathy, how to use, and they went and started to study my videos and started to use it against me for bad, for malicious reasons. You see what I mean? So, the enemy is bad. The enemy are bad, 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 bad. They're fully 100% satanic. They're not bad like they're going crazy in front of you, all of them. As you can see, they're there acting normal and from within. they're bad from within. They want to abuse, they want to oppress, they want to antagonize, they want to bully you, like if a gang was coming at you. But from within they do it differently. They be playing some of the most pussiest, dirtiest tactics, tricks on me that I know they can't be human doing it. I know that there's no way that you could do the stuff they do and be human. Yo, they're pussy. They're complete cowards. And so all that tough shit is a bluff. All that tough shit they be playing is a bluff. They're not like that. They just act like that because they have so many individuals in their organization. You see what I mean? So imagine you being part of a gang and they support you no matter what, how bad you are, what you do, you stab someone, rob, they support it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna feel some type of way, some type of entitled way. You see what I mean? Like if they're big and bad, but only because they got people supporting them. You see what I mean? So in this case with them, it's kind of like that, but in their satanic ways, where they only like malice, they only like malicious shit. Like to them, it kind of works because they're on the same page about that. But to us, they see us as the enemy. So when you go around them and start saying shit and speaking in cryptic ways, they see you as the enemy. They see you as the enemy. If you don't start saying things in cryptic ways and saying things on the low and occultic ways and try to confuse them and hate them and do tricky shit or just pretty much being on the same page as them, being on their side. If you're not on their side, they see you as the enemy. And there are levels of target, not like they're gonna do the same shit they do to everyone. They'll hate you, yeah, but they, what they could do to you is limited. It depends on who you are. You see what I mean? Like, someone who really will beat their ass, they won't do anything to sometimes. Especially if he knows. If he knows and he don't play that shit and he knows that what they are, but he's not like that, and they're there knowing that he knows, they won't try it. You see what I mean? But if you don't know and you're there in front of these Satanists, they could be anywhere in the restaurant, some of your family members or whatever, in Walmart, someone walking by you saying things relative to you just to try to mess with you. You've probably gotten that before. You've probably been through that before. These devils are amongst us, and if they know that you don't know what to do, that you if you don't if they see that you don't know what they are, what they're like, they'll try to get away with their satanic shit on you, depending on who you are. It depends. Some people it doesn't work with because they're probably too good. They're really good and they help people. Their mentalities is too strong. Their spirit's too strong. Something about them is not letting it happen. You see what I mean? So yeah, these devils are amongst us. They have a society, an organization, a network. They're connected within and they communicate with each other and they're targeting me. Like I said, right now they're in my head. They're in my head. Since they can't do it physically. Right now, I'm speaking with my mental voice and I'm struggling to get my words out. I'm saying it, but it's like it's being muffled. It's being like held down. They sometimes do that shit. Like they're putting force energy where my mental voice is. Right now, it sounded like different, like or like distorted and shit. Like if it's not me, I said it and then it sounded like a robot is saying it. You see what I mean? Just now, that's what I just did. I said exposed because I want to expose them right now to you, so you can see exactly what they are, who they are that's doing this right now. They show me mystery. But I know it's an entire society and there are selected individuals doing this, so it's not just him. I know that's Melvin Silva, was someone I met in my life. One of my supposed, not a friend, but someone I met. And since his name is Mystery, Melvin Silva, his nickname is Mystery, that's what he used to call himself. They want to put him into effect like if he was mystery itself. Like if he comes at me through the perception of going into many different fake realities that from the imagination, are they real, are they not? It's a mystery. So they would come at me like if through the mystery perception. You see what I mean? Because especially because they embody that type of shit. And I know like Mr. He was all about that shit too. He was one of them too. So it ain't just like they're using him. He does come through and do it too. He's one of them too. He knows how to do that. I taught him how to do that, but I didn't teach him for bad. I was just thinking because mystery. I started thinking like mystery. How would they use mystery? And like I started going into the realms of mystery and stuff like that. And then like I think one day I taught him, it wasn't like willingly I taught him, but it was more like me just saying it, and he started using it for bad and stuff like that, using it for the Illuminati, and because the Illuminati like to hide, you know what I'm saying? The devil likes to hide. So mystery goes, you know, with how they are, you know what I mean? So me knowing this individual called Mystery, of course, they're gonna use him and other individuals from my lifetime against me. So Mystery, they would use him, and my mom, she's supposed to be like nothingness. I represent everything. She's supposed to be nothingness. So they use her like as the base, like against that's like supposed to be the opposite of everything. See what I mean? It is the opposite of everything, nothingness. See what I mean? So like yo, there's a lot of stuff going on. And now my targeting is gone a little bit down. It's still in my head. They're there, idle, waiting. They're waiting for me to stop the video so they can continue the harassing. They don't want to be seen. And these are real people amongst us that are doing this. The CIA, Freemasons, they don't have any compassion when it comes to attacking people psychologically. They look for it, and I mean it's only if they can. They go to the point where if you allow them by letting them say things and putting it into work little by little stuff like that, they start building like systems against me, for example. But that's what they did with me. They started doing it because I was so weak. My back, when I moved here, I hurt my back, and my back was already hurt. So that allowed them to gain a little bit of access with me, and then they were doing everything through my back. And I'm to this day now I'm hurt more than before because the pain is really setting in from all the hurt. It was like a year and a half ago. So they've been targeting me through the pain on my back. Before it was they couldn't do what they wanted to do. I was in control as usual. And then my pain started hurting a different way. Winter set in, and the storms and stuff like that, the rain and the cold weather started messing with my back, and they started to seep in their attacks in there, where they put a little bit of debilitation. They started matching like a fake pain to my pain, and they started to increase their fake pain. Like if I was feeling that pain and not my pain, you see what I mean? Like if they were trying to pervert, like switch my pain, because I wasn't that much in pain, but they wanted me to be in a lot of pain so they could have a better chance to mess with me, to try to defeat me, and they can't beat me. So all they do is all these annoying tricks and annoyance and constant targeting at me. So you see how I'm explaining everything to you? So we're dealing with terrorists, domestic terrorists, Freemasons, and they're not only domestic, they came from Europe. Freemasons came from Europe over here, and they look at what they did. They enslaved black people, they killed the Indians, they oppressed Latinos and blacks in this country. They went to Iraq and did that genocide. They created every war. You know what I mean? So like, yo, they're terrorists. They're worldwide terrorists wherever they are. You know what I mean? Or if they are all over the world. But yeah, like they got to be stopped. So this is a wake up call for you, for everyone who cares about truth and is against them. We got to unite, and we got to do it ASAP, and we got to go after them ASAP. I know how to do it. Unite for me to lead you, because I know how to lead you. I'm the only one that knows how to beat them. A lot of you have good ideas on how to do, but you don't have it all together on how to do this. I'm the one who does, and I can teach you guys. Now you know. I'm not, now you know what you got to do for me. So, and you see the enemy try to get in between through technology. I said it. Now you know, and I've done that before. I've told you guys the truth a lot, and now they strategize. When I do things, they like to strategize and get in between and do things like try to stop me, pervert me, invert it or whatever. You see what I mean? Reverse it. Try to like stop me from deleting them. So like right now, I just told you, and you know exactly what to do for me. And sometimes whoever knows, they will go to the most important ones and target them. You see what I mean? Or try to go about it in like a lot of like a computer would. You see what I mean? Like a computer would do it, like keeping track of people and going over there and trying to like work different people at the same time simultaneously. You see what I'm saying? Like a computer would. Like they do it in a lot of different ways, and they did it by knowing. They learned how to do this. They learned how to go within and create weapons, systems against us. Sometimes you speak about something that's relative to them that may lead to you knowing a lot of things about them, or about, something they don't want you to know. And they know, like, right away, oh shit. And they go right away and start, oh, he's right there. He's thinking about it. He's going that way. And they know exactly where you're going and the route ways where, you could go and reach it sometimes. You see what I mean? Like, they're in tune with that, with the inner self, with the inner side. They're in tune with it a lot more than most people could ever imagine. So they go within and, like, they have the intuition. They use the intuition, the knowing. Sometimes when they attack me, they go in the direction of how it feels. Like, if they should attack me based on how it feels, because that's, like, if they want to do certain things a certain type of way, but they do it through how it feels. You see what I mean? I know exactly what they're up to. I know how they do it. A lot of it is through technology, because technology enhances one's ability to do. You see what I mean? Because a computer could do a lot of different things at once. You see what I mean? A lot of functionalities. The human brain is a little bit limited. When I'm without pain and stuff like that, it don't matter what computer goes against me. I could do it way better, way faster, more intuitive, more intelligent, more everything. But now, since I'm in pain, there's like a little sluggish, in between spot where, there's a lack of communication. There's a lag in communication sometimes from my brain to my body, because, my back is hurt, and my back pain is related to nerve pain, and the nervous system is how you feel yourself here. You see what I mean? So yeah, so my attacks is technologically may directed at me, a lot of it, because technology, it's like they throw energy at me, and the technology projects it at me through, like, a synthetic type of sensation. You see what I mean? Sometimes, and sometimes they do it through electricity, like if they're using electricity but at a low voltage and you can't feel it, and it's there. They say things like that to make it manifest sometimes. You see what I mean? Yo, anyways, I'm about to go upload this video. Yo, this video is very important to you guys. I'm gonna name a very important video. Watch it, and then I might write down in the description why it's so important or whatever. Maybe not. No, probably I'll put it in the comment section one day. Maybe it depends. But anyways, yo, the truth is God, and the enemy are liars and deceivers, and we gotta get rid of them ASAP. You see, you see, right now, you saw it. If you saw it, like, I was just thinking about it, strawberry lemonade, and it was projected through my mind because of my pain. You see what I mean? You know exactly what I mean. Sometimes if you're in pain, it's like you're slower than your usual self. And I'm in constant pain, so, them targeting me and me being slower and at a bit disadvantage, and I'm still beating them. I'm still winning. They're desperate. They're full blown paranoid. You know what I'm saying? They're desperate right now. Like, they can't even get it together sometimes, because I got them on a spot where they're exposed. Anyways, so yeah, I'm about to go. You see, it was just projected before. You see, I was just thinking that I want to go to the hardware shop before they closed, and I want to refund some things and buy some other things. You see, it was just projected just now. Anyway, so yeah, now you see, and right there, that was the enemy who went there to my memory, and the enemy's here right now. The moment I stop the video, they're gonna come back. The moment I stop the video, they're gonna come back, and they're gonna keep targeting me. I called the police, I called the sheriffs, I called the 911 number. Like, I told them about a terrorist group in this country targeting me through technology. I told them about the hypnotism that they even put a deputy on hypnotism. They hypnotized them live while I was talking to him once, because I called the 911 number and they patched me to a sheriff's and a deputy. And so, storage low. So I was talking to him, I was explaining to him how the enemy works, how they do it, how they use hypnotism and stuff like that. And they put him under hypnosis, and he started blaming me. Like, if I was the one doing it, how do I know it's not you doing it? How do I know this? And I was like, yo, I'm the one explaining this to you. I'm the one telling you about it. He was going crazy. Like, they filled him up with anxiety and, like, this air, this. They were doing that, like they were putting them in a state of, you know, and they did that shit, yo. So the enemy got to go. So yo, subscribe and leave likes and leave a lot of likes to show me your support, so that I know that you're supporting me, you know. And so yeah, keep watching my videos, spread the word, yo. Do your part. I'm doing mine.